তোরিয়া
यार प्रसादे बाय हे बाबा तो पिया
कृष्ण प्राप्ति होया होइते
कृष्ण प्राप्ति होया होइते कृष्ण प्राप्ति होया होइते
गुरुमुख पद्मा वाक्या चित्ते कोरियाख्या
गुरुमुख पद्मा वाक्यो चित्ते कोरिया आखो
धारणा करी हो माने आशा
धारणा करी हो माने आशा आशा
श्री गुरु चरणे राती ऐसे योताम गति
श्री गुरु चरणे राती ऐसे योताम गति
प्रसाद पूरे सर्वा आशा
ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा
ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्वा आशा
ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा
चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्मे जमने प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित
प्रेम भक्तिया होते अविद्या विनाशयते
प्रेम भक्तिया होइते अविद्या विनाशयते
वेद गाया हर चरितो
वेद गाया हर चरितो
वेद गाया हर चरितो
वेद गाया हर चरितो
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनर बंधु
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनार बंधु
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवानो
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना
लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवानो
हा हा प्रभु कोरो दोया देहो मोरे पादाशाया
Iboyastu Shruti Bhuvano Duipad Leila Sharano Srila Prabhupada Patite Pavano Srila Gurudev Patite Pavano
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj.
Jaya Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Jaya Guru Maharaj.
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jaya Vishnupad Paramhans Parivarkacharya Stotra Satshishimas Divine Grace Aboy Charanar Vinda Srila Prabhupada Founder of ISKCON Srila Prabhupada Ki BB Tipandracharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jaya Vishnupad Paramhans Parivarkacharya Stotra Satshishimas Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai अपने अपने गुरुदेव की जय हो गुरु पूजा की जय Ready? You gonna play, yeah? Where's Nirvana and get them? Want to introduce Sunday program? Yeah. Oh, she's practicing in the back. So, Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to today's satsang, and it's a bank holiday, and I'm sorry about the sun not being there. so I think we're expecting different devotees to come at different times. And today, if you haven't put your order in for the pizzas, you're late because they're sold out almost, and they haven't even cooked them yet. Have you ordered yours? Oh, you ordered it yesterday. So it's wonderful, Jai. We have Jagannath Baldev Subhadra here, Jai Sri Radhe. Have a big round of applause. Put them here. Haribol, welcome. Where's Pujari? Don't want to alter the songs. If you can put them.
I really hope they don't go missing.
Sorry.
Can I use this? Sometimes I forget. Can you go
Jai Jagannath Baldev Subhadra.
I do go fast. The musicians, they go so fast that I have to go slow.
So warm welcome.
I have to go according to them.
So today we're going to hear two lovely devotees who are practicing in the back there on harmonium and going to sing. And I must congratulate Guru Sevak for training and Ishani as well. They're really preparing different devotees to sing and play mardangas. And Nityanand Prabhu will be very, very happy that young devotees are learning the skill. Religion also means arts, expression, philosophy, so many things. And if the children get interested in learning the ragas and presenting it and glorifying the lordships on the altar, it's a blessing to them. So are you ready? So entertain us and enlighten us. Jai Ho.
1, 2, 3, go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sham.
So a big round of applause for all the students. You know what? It's natural. They did very well. Some of them get a bit of stage fright, but it's fine. For such a young age for them to do it, give them another big round of applause. When I was their age, we were playing in this front area here with all the other kids. I wasn't doing Kirtan here like these guys. So very well done. So Guruvani, I'm not sure where she is. She's next. Let me just go and get her. She's learnt a new melody as well.
Oops, sorry. So please raise your hands. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Bo. So yesterday was a Parents' Day of Sita Mata. And you know, we celebrate Ram Navami, but Sita Mata usually just goes by, you know, without doing anything. So yesterday we were going to celebrate it, but there was rehearsals, drama rehearsals, because children are doing a drama on Thursday for Nrsingha and Nrsingha Dev chaturdasi. So I thought we won't double up. So we will discuss today about Sita's appearance and her pastimes. And also it was the appearance of Jahnavi Devi, Nityanand Prabhu's Dharam-Patni. So we'll mention her as well. And somebody told me yesterday was even Madhu Pandit's appearance day. Madhu Pandit is the acharya for Radha Gopinath, deity in Jaipur. And that's the Prayojana deity, means you feel the love of Radha Krishna from that deity. And so we'll be able to mention that in the class. So please stick around and get to know all these brilliant personalities who descended for our salvation, to give us mercy. So, but the life they led was quite challenging. And a lot of talking going on. The life was quite challenging for them. Their leelas are, like for Sita Mata, you know, you just wonder when was she happy, because so many sacrifices she made. And so if anybody feels that their life is full of challenges, just read about the Pandavas, read about Sita Mata, you know, and all this person. Even Radharani, I mean, just 11 years with Krishna and then separation. So there's a reason for all those leelas there, so we'll be able to talk about that. So are you ready? And who's going to back you up?
I don't have
Come on, Ishani. When there's nobody to back anybody, Ishani is there.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare थोड़ा बहुत चेंज होती है।
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री
रघुवीर रामचंद्र रणधीर
रामचंद्र रघुवीर
जय सिया राम।
रामचंद्र रणधीरा
रामचंद्र रघुवीर रामचंद्र रणधीर
रामचंद्र रघुवीरा रामचंद्र रणधीरा
रामचंद्र रघुवीर रामचंद्र रणधीर
रामचंद्र रघुवीर
जय सिया राम।
रामचंद्र रणधीरा
रामचंद्र रघुवीर रामचंद्र रणधीर
रामचंद्र रघुवीरा रामचंद्र रणधीरा
रामचंद्र रघुवीर रामचंद्र रणधीर
रामचंद्र रघुवीरा रामचंद्र रणधीरा
रामचंद्र रघुवीर रामचंद्र रणधीर
रामचंद्र मम बंधु रामचंद्र दया सिंधु
रामचंद्र मम बंधु रामचंद्र दय सिंधु
रामचंद्र मम बंधु रामचंद्र दया सिंधु
रामचंद्र मम बंधु रामचंद्र दय सिंधु
रामचंद्र मम बंधु रामचंद्र दया सिंधु
रामचंद्र मम बंधु रामचंद्र रघुनाथ रामचंद्र जगन्नाथ रामचंद्र रघुनाथ रामचंद्र जगन्नाथ जय श्री राम रामचंद्र रघुनाथ रामचंद्र जगन्नाथ राम श्री राम राम श्री Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Ho Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hari Bol
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Shri Satchidanandaya Janki
Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Big round of applause. So again, warm welcome to everyone. Bank holiday week, and the banks are shut, and so are many devotees. I don't know where they're gone, but anyway, there's some new faces here we see, and one of the new faces is Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. Hey. Bolo Manima! So Prabhuji is here from Wolverhampton with his friends, and you're most welcome. And please leave them here till the boga is offered to them. At least they should eat before going. If you can spend time, there's beautiful kirtans going to be happening. And if you haven't placed your order for the pizzas are all cooked. On the Guru Sevak?
Yeah.
They're nearly sold out.
There's only 5 left.
There's only 5 left. So if you want to order, where's Anuragi? There's Anuragi. Can you wave?
There's also
She'll have to write the thing. It's £4 a piece. Yeah, Kachi cookies. And there you are. She wants one. Or is it he or a she? Okay, I got it right. You can't tell when they're the babies. so what we're doing is we're doing a bit of fundraising and everything like that, or fundraising, Haribo. And so please, it's handmade by this young girl over there in the corner with the kurta. He's been cooking.
We're all spirit souls. Thank you very much, Jeshi.
He's been cooking since yesterday, today, and all that, and he does very, very good. And I think similarly, Radha Rupa has been making the cupcakes, yeah, and then Jai Radha has been making the Ekadashi cookies. So tomorrow is Ekadashi, yeah. What is tomorrow? Ekadashi. And no grains, all potatoes, all right? Mashed potato, fried potatoes, roast potatoes, whatever, potatoes. So come on, so that you quickly on the mridanga. Oh, he's beat you to it. So we're going to sing Jai Radha Madhav, and then there'll be glorification of Lord Nrsingha Dev, glorification of Sita Mata, glorification of Jahnavi Devi, and a little bit of glorification of Madhu Pandit, and it's going to be a lot there. But all these personalities are going to help you in your devotion. Please don't see them as mythology or anything like that. They are the real people, real avatars, and they contribute to our, Krishna consciousness. So thank you, Jai.
But is there anyone in there?
Yashoda no Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana
Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana
Yamunatira Vanachari
Yamunatira Vanachari
Yamunatira
Yamunatira Vanachari
Jayararo Madhava Jayo Kunja Vihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe.
Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radhe.
Jaya Gaurani Dai, Gaurani Dai, Gaurani Dai, Jaya Gaurani Dai.
Jaya Gaurani Dai, Gaurani Dai, Gaurani Dai, Jaya
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Prabhupada. Shri Radhe Shyam.
That one's longer.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So once again, warm welcome to everyone. It's wonderful to see devotees gathered together to glorify the Lord. Because people are meeting each other everywhere and they say, how are you? I'm all right, this, that and the other. It doesn't get them anywhere. हम एक दूसरे से मिलते हैं, परजल्पा करते हैं, कैसे है तबीयत कैसे, कौन सी medicine खा रहे हैं, what medicine you taking, all that kind of thing. So they think they're talking great deep philosophy here. But when devotees come together, they discuss the topics of, the different avatars. There's actual progress in life. You're connecting with eternity. Otherwise, you're just connecting with illusion, this temporariness of this world. थोड़ी देर के लिए तो हमारा जीवन है, हम ऐसे व्यतीत कर देते हैं. पर जब भी भगवान की बात करते हैं, when we talk about the Supreme Lord and His Leelas and His devotees, you're actually connecting with eternity. That's the advantage. But we just think it's another talk. It isn't a special talk. Especially in the surrounding of a temple and reading from the scriptures, Granth Raj, it's even more potent. Just a medicine hoti hai. We are going to face problems all the time. Birth, death, old age, disease, and all the challenges. Insecurities, all the time. There wasn't a time when there was no challenges. And it'll continue. There's never going to be a prime minister, president, or somebody coming who will solve all your problems and say the world is now okay. No, it'll continue. It has and it does. And don't think, only we are the ones in trouble. People have been in trouble with the materialism for a long, long time. And because it's temporary. And we want this temporary arrangement to be so wonderful. Men on this side, please. And if you don't mind. Yes. Welcome. Yes. So, because this temporary world is what it is, it's temporary, but we want to make it permanent. And that is our challenge. And it can never be so. So we're wasting a lot of time trying to be comfortable in this body, to be comfortable in relationships we have. They're also temporary. But it doesn't mean we give up. We don't give up. We still relate to people because inside this body is an eternal soul. Everybody has the eternal soul. Try to connect with that rather than the body only. And it's okay theoretically saying that, but when you're actually dealing with people, that's when you realize you're still on bodily platform. You think you're this nationality, that nationality, man, woman, young, old, diseased, and whatever. I've got a cold. Just 2 days ago, it came on, and I just thought, I'm not going to let that disturb my Krishna consciousness. So somebody says, take paracetamol, I took it. Somebody else said, no, take anodine. That'll do it, anodine. So I had anadin and I was anad, and I felt better. And I recommend everybody, if you have flu, have anadin, not paracetamol, because I've been having paracetamol all my life. Pujari Dev said, no, anadin works for me. So I had it, and it really does improve your cold. But I wanted to be here today to share the glories of Sita Mata, Janavi Mata, and Prahlad Maharaj, because if you don't glorify them, you are ignoring a Leela. They specially came for us. It's not just another story. If you read the Bhagavatam, I've got the Bhagavatam here, we've been reading every evening at the Zoom, we do Zoom program, and everybody's enjoyed. Prahlad Maharaj's glorification of Nrsingha Dev. He's so wise, only 5-year-old boy. 5 saal ka ladka, itna gyan usko. When Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of Kyadu, his mother, Indra abducted her because Hiranyakashipu went to do austerities. Hiranyakashipu said, I don't want to die. I want to be eternal. That's what everybody else wants. Who wants to die? Nobody wants to die. Did you say you want to? No, not everybody wants to die. They don't want to die. Nobody. No, one day maybe, but nobody wants to die. If one day, my brother always says, everybody wants to go to heaven, but they don't want to die first to go to heaven. They just want to go to heaven. And so we all talk about this spirituality, but when the challenge comes, we become disturbed because our mind, जो हमारा मन है ना, उसने मृत्यु कितनी बार देखी है. What's going on at the back there? Mrs. Roy is solid, Look, she shut the door. So shut up. Thank you, Mrs. Roy. कोई बात नहीं, बंद नहीं होता है. होगा? So they're doing rehearsal for Thursday. So maybe, Hiranyakashipu is there making problems. So, so when Indra said, we are kidnapping Kyadu, wife of Hiranyakashipu, because she's pregnant, and if Hiranyakashipu is so bad, even the child would be bad. Normally, jaisa pita vaisa bachcha. Whatever the father is, usually the son is like that. Like father, like son, So then Narad Muni ji came. Narad Muni says, no, as a devotee in there. See, Narad Muni is a devotee. His father, Hiranyakashipu, went to do austerities for thousands of years, so he will not die. And young Prahlad Maharaj is in the womb. That was his austerity. Just being in the womb. And he wasn't going to die. So amazing. He actually lived for one manvantra. That is 71 cycles of the Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali Yuga. That's one manvantra, 71 sets of those. That's me. Nrsingha, they've told him you're going to live that long. But his father wanted to not die. But his father died. And Nrsingha, they've killed him. So what gets me is, here's Prahlad Maharaj. And Narad Muni said to Indra, you cannot kill him. He's a devotee. So here is a guarantee Narad Muni is giving. If you become a devotee, you actually shouldn't be afraid of dying. Because either you are talking about Krishna here in this body, or next you'll be out of the body and talking about Krishna then. So what is the problem? But other people who are not trusting God or existence of God, they only want to be here because they know after death we don't know where we're going to go. हमें पता नहीं हम कहाँ जाएंगे. इसलिए भय होता है. And the first quality of a devotee is abhayam. He's fearless. We fear most death, isn't it? Or losing loved ones. That's our fear. If we were told, look, nobody ever dies, it's okay, you're going to be okay, then they'll be carefree. But we worry about, sometimes we don't worry about us dying because we are of particular age thinking, okay, my father used to say, why is Krishna neglecting me when he got old? So why doesn't he take me? So I remember he would say that, because when your turn will come, you'll go any date. And we were fortunate to be there and speak the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita and then whisper in the air, okay, Pitaji, you've done your bit. Thank you so much. Go now. And he went. say Krishna's name. So wonderful. And so we have experienced as devotees, you learn to say goodbye to people who are about to go, show them the way to Krishna. Prabhupada did that. He was showing everybody how to go to Krishna. Death is not a problem. Dying in ignorance is a problem. Many are dying, they don't know what happens afterwards. They don't even know that they are a soul. They think they are the body and they're trying to preserve it. Body shops and all these creams and everything like that. And right in front of our eyes, we age. The hair we used to comb, they're not worth combing now. You get up in the morning and it takes a shape which you never did it. Before you're trying to shape it. And now when you get up and think, where is all this coconut kind of hairstyle come from? So right in front of our eyes it's happening. And we're still trying to say, oh, death of this body would be my death. So death is a subject. Everybody doesn't talk about it because shouldn't talk about it. But it's going to happen. And it's back of our mind. So Narad Muniji said, you can't kill him, he's a devotee. So please be assured, become devotee of Krishna, nobody can kill you. And even if they do, you'll cry out for Krishna. That's it, the devotee knows, my protector is Krishna. Actually, some of you are from different background. You might know Supreme Lord by another name, maybe Sri Ram, or different names, but he has thousands of names. But if you have a particular relationship with God and you call him by the name, like Sham even, and Ram, Gopal, Govind, Nrsingha. So these are different names. Whosoever's name, Supreme Lord's different names, you say at the end, you can actually go to him. You'll meet him. You got to have a relationship with him. So then Prahlad Maharaj was born, an amazing child, 5-year-old. And his father was able to get the blessing of Brahmaji. And Brahmaji say, I can't give you eternity. I can't give you that. He says, okay, can I have it, then I don't die during daytime. And Brahma said, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Then he thought he can die in the evening or nighttime. He says, well, can I not die at nighttime? And he says, okay, that's okay. Then he said, can I not die inside the house? He says, that's all right. Can I not die outside as well? He said, okay, that's okay. Can I not die from any weapons? He said, okay. Anything living? He said, okay. Anything dead? All these conditions, like the scientist, he got all the details like that. So Brahma said, yeah, that can happen. He goes, okay, now nobody can kill me. So then he went and honestly conquered the whole universe. Started to terrorize everybody. Told the Brahmins not to worship Vishnu because Vishnu had killed his brother, Hiranyakshas. And he thought he's got it sorted out. So everybody's afraid of him. We would be the same. If we got a situation where nobody could kill us, tell me how you're going to feel. Proud. Anybody coming thinking, he's going to die, I can kill him, nothing, but nothing will happen to me. Can you imagine having that guarantee that you'll never die? Can you see the arrogance? So please don't ask for it. Because being arrogant is not a happy life. Hiranyakashipu found that as well. He used to just terrorize people. And various kings. And demigods. Everybody praised him. Narad Muni said to Yudhishthira, even I praised Hiranyakashipu. Apart from Vishnu, Brahmaji, and Shivji. The three of them didn't glorify Hiranyakashipu. Baki sabhi unki stuti gaate the. He used to enjoy it. He would sit there, all the demigods are glorifying Hiranyakashipu. Can you imagine if you were Hiranyakashipu, how great you would feel? Every time you walk out, they all go, Jai, Jai Hiranyakashipu. You feel great. Oh, there's Indradev. Ah, Indradev. Yeah, oh, bless you. All that kind of thing. So you can see he was so happy that I have terrorized everybody and nobody is taking name of Vishnu. They were all scared. So Narad Muni used to go around saying, Narayana, Narayana. So his Hiranyakashipu's spies, they reported to Hiranyakashipu, there's one person who is taking Narayan's name. Ek aadmi hai, wo Narayan ka naam leda. Who? Narad Muni ji. Narad Muni? Call him. So Narad Muni ji came and bola, Hiranyakashipu ki jai ho. Maharaj, baithiye, have a seat. So he sat on his throne, Narad Muni ji, and he goes, so Narad Muni ji, I hear you are saying Narayan, Narayan, but he's my enemy. He says, yeah, I do say that. Huh? But I thought you were my friend. You glorify me. He says, Maharaj, I'm working as a spy for you. He said, how? He says, wherever I saw Narayan and Narayan, if somebody else says Narayan, Narayan, I will report to you that somebody is saying Narayan here. He goes, that's a good idea. Carry on saying it. See, when somebody's so arrogant, they think somebody's helping him. He goes, yeah, carry on saying Narayan, Narayan. He goes, wah, wah, wah. He just thought, see, Narad Muni is working for me as well. So Narad Muni is very clever. He can do that. He knows the future. So now what's happening is, Hiranyakashipu's life is very, very comfortable, like we do. If you win lottery, you got comfortable bed, you got beautiful house and everything, you got no anxieties. Then he's got a 5-year-old boy, Prahlad Maharaj. And we all love our children, don't we? Sabhi apne bachcho ko like karte hain na? And our children, 5-year-old, they love mommy, daddy. To them, they are God, So then, obviously, he saw his son and he goes, Beta, come. And little 5-year-old went. And then he says, come, sit here. So then he sat down. And so just like daddy would say, so who's the best man in the universe? So he asked him. And Prahlad Maharaj says, Vishnu. And he thought maybe he didn't understand. He goes, no. Who's the greatest personality? And he goes, Lord Vishnu. And he goes, who taught you that? He called the teachers, Sanda and Amrika. And the other day somebody was reading Sanda and America. Had to be Punjabi America. It's so funny. I have to laugh. It's a Punjabi talk, America. So it's America. So he says, you teach him properly. Vishnu is not the greatest. So you tell him, go to school. So he went to school, and like the education we have here now, they have a situation in RE, religious education. They don't know how to present religion, especially Hinduism. They really, because the teachers don't understand. I don't think Hindus understand what Hinduism is. So big. You can't say in one sentence what Hinduism is. It's Sanatana Dharma. That's the word. Hindu name is from outside. The Arabs used to call us Indus. It's Hindus from Indus, valley, from this side. So it's Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is loads of options. One God, but many avatars. How do you understand that? Monotheism, then polytheism as well. From mono to poly. So many school children come here, they ask us, how many gods are there? I go, one God. They look on the altar and think, 1, 2, 3. Because I can see the little kids that are counting. So I tell them, so what's the problem? He goes, but you got many on here. So I said, all right. So everybody knows the example I use. I said, okay, how many moons do we have? And they always say, 1. It's very nice. What is the shape of the moon? They say, round. I said, every night? They go, no. Sometimes crescent, sometimes half, sometimes no moon. But is it a different moon? No. So if I take a photograph every night, I'll have 30 days of different shapes of the moon. So I could say it's different moons. But it's just one moon. And even when you see half a moon, the other half you can't see, but it's still there. It's the same moon. I said, similarly, the Lord is one. Every time he comes, he only presents himself so much. And we take a picture of that, and we write it in the scriptures. Vaman Dev, Nrsingha Dev, Sri Ram, Balaram. See? I said, we are so broad-minded, we don't start to get too, no, we like that shape, that form, that akar of the Supreme Lord. And we become his fans. And we celebrate his appearance and everything, but we realize it's one Supreme Lord. And they accept it, they have to, because he gave the example of the moon. And Prahlad Maharaj didn't like the education, because even here, like I said, the RE, they don't know how to explain Hinduism. Unko confusion ho jati hai. because they're trying to find one religion, one reasoning, one logic, so that everybody understands. But when it comes to Sanatana Dharma, they have a problem. Because is it Ram? Is it Nrsingha Dev? Now, is it Shivji? Or is it Devi? And out of Devis, how many Devis? I mean, there's how many? 9 or something? 9, 10, yeah? And then you have so many demigods, whatever. So it's easy to say one God and believe in that, that's it. And everybody else is wrong. Easy to say it. Do we have this countries run by just the Prime Minister, you think? How many people run it? Hundreds and hundreds. It's management. But the head is, if you say who's the head? The Prime Minister. Aise hi Bhagwan hai. Why should Krishna work day and night to manage you people? He's the boss. Boss doesn't run around for you. ठीक है ना? And I've shared a story once, a German, he said to his parents, he says, I want to go to India, Bharat. He goes, why? He said, I hear India is a spiritual country. I want to establish who God is. He said, okay, you go. And after 3 months, he came back. His friend says, so who's God? And he said, Krishna. So you must be thinking they must have met ISKCON devotees. But he didn't. He went all over, all over Bharat. And he says, why is Krishna the Supreme Lord? He said, I went to so many temples. And each deity had so many weapons in their hands. Trishul, bow and arrows, gada, all these things. Krishna was the only one playing the flute. I thought he must be the boss. He's not worried at all. Nobody's going to attack him. He just got the flute. So see the reasoning. He said, Krishna must be the boss. And everybody knows that Krishna is God of love. Isn't everybody trying to find love in life? Isn't it? Everybody is trying for the love. Sabko wo pyar chahiye. And we even call Radha Krishna, Priya and Pritam. Priya and Pritam. How nice. You go Radha Vallabhis in Vrindavan, there's Radha Vallabhis. They just call them Priya and Pritam. Priya Lal. So the definition is one of love. And Prabhupada has said, religion means love of God. So if you have dharma and there is no love, it's all hatred and dogma and aggression, I feel a little shy of that dharma. In the end, the Supreme Lord, He is the highest. And if He doesn't give us love, who's going to give us love? Because we experience love of our children, our spouse, our parents. It is real. That love is real. So what about the Sachinandanta Chand ki, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki? Now, love is between two people. Always between two people. Priya or Pritam. It's got to be love between two people. So similarly, if the Supreme Lord is the giver of love, who does He give His love to first? Krishna will give to Radharani. Ram will give to Sita Mata. Narayan will give to Lakshmi. Very simple. It's like the sun is shining and whatever light comes through the window, and it lights your room up, the original light came from the sun. Similarly, Radha and Krishna, their love comes like Surya and comes into our lives, so we are able to see the love of our children, of our spouse and everything. They are the original, primary love. Ours is secondary. And if the sun goes out, the light goes out as well. Andhere mein ho jayenge hum. So the original, when you have Surya Graha, the eclipse of the sun, the moon comes in the front, what happens? Do you see any light? If he blocks it completely, koi roshni, it means it's blocked it, so you can't see the Shakti. So Shakti is important. To know that there's sun there, but no light is coming, it's not normal. Normal nahi hai. So Shakti is equally important. Shaktiman or Shakti. Equally important. You can't just love God, you got to love the Shakti as well. And that's why Lord Ram's Shakti is Sita Mata. So amazing. That's why we say Sita Ram or Radhe Shyam. Shakti comes first. Only with Shivji is different. Shivji Parvati. Parvati Shivji I've never heard, but Shivji and Parvati. And so Sita Ram. Sita Mata, there's different variations. She was, anybody tell me, how was she born? How was she found? Yeah? Anybody? From the earth. Yeah, very good. From the earth. She was in a pot in the earth. And Raja Janak was doing some ceremony, sacrifice. And his hull is called Sita, the front bit. It touched this pot, and the pot came out, this beautiful girl there. And they took it out thinking, oh my God, we got a daughter, because they didn't have a family. And Pundrik Maharaj was saying, that was Vedavati, and from the top, Mahalakshmi came and joined with her. That's amazing. So Sita Mata comes, and Vedavati joins her, becomes her actually nail. Her nail, yeah. Stayed with her like that. Similarly, where was Lord Krishna born? In Mathura. Mathura mein janam hua na. Where was he taken? To Gokul. In Gokul, Yashodama gave birth to Krishna and Devi, Yogmai. And this Vasudeva, who was taken baby, went and merged into the original Krishna, who had come from Golok. So it's not that in Bhagavatam, it's in another book there. In Mahabharata it's mentioned there. And Yashodama actually gave birth to original Krishna, and Devaki gave birth to Vasudeva. Now Vasudeva is used to fighting demons. All the time he kills them. In Golok mein to koi rakshas hai nahi. Ho hi nahi sakte. So our Kana has never fought anybody. Although he's the supreme, he doesn't fight anybody because there's no demons to fight. But Vishnu does. So he comes as Vasudeva and they merge. So when Krishna Leela is happening, Krishna is just playing the flute and enjoying the love affairs and everything like that with them. And it's Vasudeva who's actually killing all the demons. Amazing, isn't it? So similarly here, Vedavati has a purpose why she was born. But they merge with Sita Mata, Mahalakshmi in there. Now Vedavati, Kushdvaj was her father's name in previous birth. He saw her, she was so beautiful. And he says to her, you know, when you grow up, I want to get you married. She goes, I want to marry Vishnu. He goes, that's very nice. So he taught her the Vedas. So very learned. And she used to do tapasya and everything. And once there was a king called Samba or something like that, some name like that. A bit like Samba, but not Samba really. And he was a king, he wanted to marry the daughter. And the parents says, no, you can't marry her. She's going to marry Vishnu. And so he killed the parents. But the lady says, you know, she was very tapasvi. She says, don't come near me. I'm not interested. So she went to do tapasya. When she was doing tapasya, Ravan was going around and he saw a girl on her own. And he got attracted, parked his plane, went to her and goes, hey, beautiful one, you know, please marry me. You know, he's a fast talker. And she says, go away, you know, don't disturb me. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. And so he rudely grabbed her hair. And you never grab anybody's hair. Dushashan grabbed Draupadi's hair and the whole family died. So you should respect, you know, the hair of ladies, the Shakti there. So she grabbed and she cut the hair because that hair would be, and I'll be the cause of your death. Telling Ravan. And she lit up a fire and burned herself. He took the hair with him. He went back to Lanka and he told the Rishi Munis who were there working for him, he says, what should I do? I've got this hair. He said, this would, you know, will take your blood. That's what she said. So the Rishi Munis cut their fingers, put blood in a pot, and they put the hair in there, saying, well, the hair's got the blood. He was very happy with them. He said, but don't, he was going to bury it in Sri Lanka. I said, don't do that. Bury it somewhere else because you want to be distant from it. So he went, and in Janakpuri, he was actually planted it there. And so Janak was able to, find her. So you see the background. So Vedavati is the cause for Ravan's death. Now, I'd like to say something in the modern times. If you do not respect the ladies, that nation is ruined. And even Draupadi was, they thought she'll be a walkover because she got 5 husbands, so we could own her. They made a big mistake. Even take present days, I'm not going to mention any religions or anything, but the ladies don't get their rights, and look how they protested. And all around the world now, people demand fair treatment, and rightly so. And people laugh at Bharat, but Bharat does love the Matajis, yeah? Look at Durga Mai, Kali Ma, and Sita Mata, Radha Rani, Radhe Radhe everywhere. I mean, we can say Mahamantra, but whenever we say Radhe Radhe, everybody just, kitni shakti hai usme. So please, in your life as well, and I know those who are married, please respect your Dharmpatnis, and the children should respect the mothers. And it's not Mother's Day today, but I just thought, somebody like Draupadi, somebody like Sita Mata, they come to teach the man that don't use us and then abuse us. Because that's what happens. They get exploited. And so Vedavati wanted to correct that. Because people, men especially, when they have power, they actually see, women as pleasure only. Just use them and then ignore them, as if God has given that. The other day, I won't mention a religion, but somebody on WhatsApp sent a little caption. They said, okay, so you say there's arrangement when the men die, they go to heaven, there's 70 virgins waiting for them. And the lady said, reporter, but what about the ladies then? Is there any shopping malls there and libraries? I said, so what a question, And then they asked the clergy there, and the clergy said, well, this, he kept saying, I said, but all the time it's about men, men will get this, men. What about the women? Because we are also of that dharma. Will there be any shopping malls and others? She kept asking that, and he didn't know how to answer it. And I thought to myself, see, he's stuck. He's a priest, he doesn't know how to say it. It was from another religion. And I just smiled. I was thinking, even the lady's question, will there be shopping malls? I mean, come on. You go to heaven just to do shopping, So, Sita Mata had a life where she's Lakshmi and she's going to marry Narayan. So when Lord Ram with Vishwamitra, Ram and Lakshman, they went to Janakpuri, Sita Mata was able to see Krishna. Oh, sorry, Lord Ram. As soon as she saw him, she really liked him. And she was so powerful that there was Shivji's bow, Raja Janak had. And once they were playing the ball, and she just went and lifted it, just to find if the ball is there. And Raja Janak saw it saying, that girl has just lifted the Shivji's bow when ordinary people can't lift it. So he had decided that she can't marry just anybody. She'll destroy him. So it's got to be somebody who can string the bow. So that was a challenge. And guess what? Ravan came. Ravan came to lift it up. So he managed to lift it, but his fingers went underneath. He started to cry. It was hurting him. Otherwise, Kailash Parvat, he was able to lift it. And even, I think that went on his fingers. So he should have realized, hang on, this is happening twice to him. This is heavy. I shouldn't mess around. And then afterwards, Lord Ram came, and you know the story, it's Sita Swayamvar. And Lord Ram just picked it up, strung it, it broke. And Sita and Ram, they got married. All good news. Then she comes to Ayodhya mein aayi. And guess what? Kai incident. Kai asked, can Lord Ram go to the forest for 14 years? and Bharat be the king, you know. And Lord Ram just accepted it. And guess what? Sita Mata is ready to go with him. And Ram says, no, 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 you should stay here. And Sita Mata actually told him off. He said, my father made a mistake to marry me someone who can't understand the value of Dharmapatni. When we get married, it's forever. I have to be with you. He said, what about my mother? You should. I said, no, I have to be with the husband. So there was no divorce. See, these days they divorce so easily, you know, but there's a commitment forever. So then she went to the forest. And everyone was shocked that Lord Ram is going to the forest. But then when they heard that Sita Mata is also going, they were terribly shocked, you know, that she has never gone barefoot anywhere. She's a princess. So she walked, and she did get injured and all that. And when people used to hear it, they used to cry thinking, you know, we don't realize the connection the Ayodhya-vasis had with Lord Ram. He was their pran. And Raja Dashrath as well. He actually died when Lord Ram left to go away for 14 years. So then Sita Mata actually enjoyed time together with Lord Ram in Panchavati. There, Lakshman constructed a beautiful hut. You know, he was expert. And Panchavati, they had wonderful time. I think for about 12 years or 13 years, I know something. It's a long period, yeah. Say something like that. So Lakshman actually, and this is where one Maharaj we know, he said that is Kishore and Kishori. Panchavati mein wo Kishore Kishori hai. They are like lovers, you know, like, and they have really good time. And because I told you the primary love is Krishna and Radharani or Lakshmi Narayan or Sitaram, because there was so much in love there, the area was full of divine love. Everybody felt it. Once Lord Ram went to Dandakaranya ashram, they were all Rishi Munis meditating, saying, Om, meditating on Paramatma. Kechit svaha dehantra hiridam vakashe pradesh matram purusham vasantam chaturbhujam kanjarathang shanka gadadaram dharanya smaranti. So that is a description of Paramatma in the heart. Prasann Vaktaram, he's smiling, you know, and his eyes are long like that. And Hiranmaya Angadam, Hiranya means gold, all that, and he's standing on a lotus flower. That's how the Paramatma is. And they were enjoying this beauty, this very beautiful Paramatma. And Lord Ram walks in, and they open their eyes like, who's walked in? And when they looked, he says, this person is more beautiful than Paramatma. Can you imagine? I mean, how many people have seen Paramatma? You know, we meditate on a light or something like that, we think. But if you actually could envisage, it'd be fantastic. Narad Muni saw the Lord in front of his eyes. And then the Lord disappeared. Narad Muni went crazy. He said, I want to see him again. So attractive. We should aim for it. Say, Lord, can you give us your darshan, please? One day, please. In your praises, Lord, can I have your darshan? It's not imagine. He's real, you know. So when he opened the eyes, and they saw Lord Ram, and guess what feeling they felt? I told you about Radha and Krishna and Sitaram, their original love. They all felt like females. Isn't that amazing? Lord Ram is male, and with Krishna, Krishna attracted so many gopis and queens, loads and loads of them. And you can understand that. But here's Lord Ram there, and they all felt like females. And they send the message to the Lordship, can we hug you? You know, can we have a relationship with you? And Lord Ram said, in this avatar, I only marry once, and that is Sita Mata. But in my next avatar, you can have a relationship with me when I come as Krishna. And they became Rishi Charis. Rishi Charis jo hote hain, wo Rishi ki thi. So they were born again. So please start your love now in this life. One day you'll be actually relating to the Lord as we are looking at each other. Prabhupada guaranteed it. Most of the people think going to temple, churches, mosques, gurdwaras is, so if we worship, then we'll have comfortable life. Sukh milega. There'll be no problems, you know. And Klesh Agni is called. It means Klesh would go away. Yeah? Please don't go to Gurdwaras, temples for that reason. It's your prarabdh. Whatever you done in previous life, you're going to get sukh or dukh now. Happiness or sadness is because of your previous life. Please go to these places to love the Supreme Lord. Unko pyar karne ke liye jao. Every time you come saying, what seva can I do? I'm so happy to say in this temple, I mean today there were more men in the kitchen than women. Because bank holidays. And because it was Sita Mata's appearance yesterday, so they disappeared. So the men were cooking. But it's very good, because the men are going in there and they're doing seva. All of you should find some service in the temple. We have a lovely team here. I've called it now Clean Team. A new name. It used to be Rubbish Department, but the rubbish word is no good. It's a now new name, Clean Team. So they clean regularly. They just come there. And the numbers are increasing. So you're in trouble. And before you were the only one and Pragnesh Prabhu. But now there's more people there. And it's so lovely to see that nobody wants to do cleaning of toilets and outs and whatever. But they come there and then they have kirtans afterwards. They're really inspirational. Give them a big round of applause. It really, really is good. All of you, no, really, really is good. And the thing is, they do enjoy themselves. You know, they don't feel miserable afterwards. They feel elated. And that is the proof that serving the Lord is a joyful thing. It's wonderful. And we really thank you very much, you know. And you know who will get the benefit? Not us, the ones who are doing the cleaning the seva. Krishna will realize their heart is getting clean now. I can relate to them. So we have to relate to the Lord. So if this lifetime you start to love God, abhi se pyar karna shuru kar dijiye. In one lifetime you will meet the Supreme Lord. Aap unke saath sambandh banaoge. You'll be able to do it. So these Rishi Munis were promised in my next avatar, and that was after 1 million years. See, they still have to wait 1 million years. They were born as Rishicharis, and they were able to be in the Ras dance. You know, the Ras Krida, that the dancing Krishna did, expanded. The Rishicharis were part of that. And Krishna put his arms around them, and then he wiped their sweat, because dancing can be sweaty, isn't it? We're going to do that later on during Aarti. It can tire you out. They got tired as well. In Vrindavan mein Seva Kunj hai, the Seva Kunj, where Radharani was dancing, and then she got tired. She sprained her leg. And Krishna is actually massaging her foot. It's called Seva Kunj. Patapava knows about that one. Seva Kunj. There was some incident happened there with a sadhu there, so that's why I remember. So Krishna is doing seva, and it's called Seva Kunj. So the gopis get tired. So can you see the Rishi Munis, they were actually able to become companions of the Supreme Lord. ठीक है ना? Okay, not only that, guess what? Because of Sita and Ram loving each other in Panchavati for all this time, Surupnaka came. That's Ravan's sister. And she was just walking around and suddenly she saw Lord Ram. But I'm telling you about this love of Radha Krishna or Sita Ram. When the sun comes out, whether you qualified or not, it's daytime for you, isn't it? So whether Surupnaka loved Ram or qualified or not, she was a Rakshasni, demoness. She comes there, sees Lord Ram saying, oh, I want him to be my husband. And what did her brother say when he saw Vidyavati? I want you to marry me. Straight away, just same nature. Went to her and Lord Ram went, oh, I got a situation here. And he goes, I am with my partner here, Sita Mata. Lakshman is on his own. You should go to Lakshman. And she goes, looked at him, looked at Lakshman thinking, I think he'll do. So went over to Lakshman and says, would you marry me? And he goes, somebody so beautiful like you should not marry a servant. He said, servant? Who's a servant? He said, I'm servant to Lord Ram. He's the master. You know, you should marry him. He said, but I've asked. He says, I've got one companion. He says, so what? His father had 3. You should go. And she was convinced. She went back to him and goes, he's only a das. He's your servant. I don't want to marry him. I am from upper class, so I want to marry you. And Lord Ram said, I've got a companion. And guess what? She went for Sita Mata, saying, or something fell. And she went for Sita, saying, it's you. Otherwise, I could have got married to him. And when he did that, and Ram said, Lakshman, and then Lakshman acted so fast, chopped her nose off. And she cried, went all the way to Ravan, complained to Ravan. And what did Ravan say? You're a lusty person. You go around making trouble all the time, so I'm not going to listen. She thought, he's not going to do anything. She goes, this is not the reason I'm coming to you for. I saw a most beautiful woman I've never seen. I think she should be your wife. She's lusty. It's like a person who is alcoholic. And if you said to him, what should I drink? Oh, drink beer, man. Beer is best. If somebody who's smoking, you say, have a cigarette. So she's lusty, and then she goes, okay, I'll try that one on. And says, that most beautiful lady in the universe, Sita Mata. And immediately got interested. He goes, where did you say they were? He got interested. So then, Maricha, Maricha was his nephew. Ravan was nephew of, Maricha. Ravan was nephew. So he goes, uncle, you should come with me because we'll plot it. You turn into a golden deer and then I'll abduct Sita. You attract Ram And he goes, no, you don't know Lord Ram. And he said, Lord Ram is very powerful. I wouldn't mess around with him. I don't think you should abduct. It'll be end of yours. He goes, no. Ravan is most powerful. If you don't agree with me, I'll kill you now. And he thought, rather than die from Ravan's hand, let me die from Lord Ram's hand. So then he said, okay, I'll go with you. So he became a golden deer. And Ravan thought, here we go, we got a perfect plan. I'll abduct her. We're going to cheat Lord Ram. But guess what? That was a trap. That was a trap. Because Vedavati had said, I'll be the cause of your death. So it's trapped by Ram and Vedavati. So Lakshman once went to the forest to pick fruits and all that. That's what they used to have. They didn't have any pizzas and pasta or anything like that. It was uncooked, just the fruit and roots, and then Lakshman went, and then Lord Ram and Sita Mata said, his time has come. We should trap, Ravan. And that's why Kai was used, that she asked that may Ram go into forest for 14 years. Because if he had become the king, Sachinanda Nitachand ki jai, if he had become the king, he wouldn't have been able to fight Ravan, or even if he had started the fight, then Ayodhya will be in trouble. And Ayodhya means there's no war in Ayodhya. So he didn't want war to be happening there. That's why this is all devised. That's why it's called Leela. So we can blame Kai, Mantra, but that was the plan. And then the time had come. Lakshman didn't even know it. So the Agni was made, and real Sita Mata went into the Agni, and Vedavati comes out. And she looks just like Sita Mata. And she's ready, because she's seen Ravan before. Now Ravan thinks, we got a good plan here. We got this deer, golden deer. So when the golden deer came, and Sita Mata says, oh, I want that deer. Can you capture him? And Lord Ram says, no, I've never seen a golden deer. And Lakshman even said, no, that's not real. We shouldn't do that. Lakshman didn't know there's a play going on. And then Lord Ram says, you look after Sita Mata, and I'll go catch the deer. So the deer took off, and Lord Ram went and chased him. And it was quite a while. And suddenly there was a sound, Lakshman! And Sita Mata said, did you hear? That was Ram. And the voice was just like Ram. Please go find out what's happened to Lord Ram. And Lakshman says, no. Lord Ram, a deer can't, he can fight thousands of people. And Karan Dushan had big armies, and Lord Ram single-handedly killed thousands. And they said, don't worry about him. And then Sita Mata Vedavati thought Lakshman is not going, because if Lakshman doesn't go, Ravan can't abduct her. And that's the whole thing. Ravan was so powerful that if he kept doing wrong, his karma is still good. So good, nothing happens. But if he touches either Vedavati or Sita Mata's form, all his karma would prarabdha, good karma will disappear. So he had to kind of abduct her. So Lakshman didn't know that, you see. And he goes, no. Then she goes, oh, you have ulterior motive. That's why you're staying here. You want Lord Ram to die. So then you can. He goes, Mate. Because he never used to look at Sita Mata. He would only see the charan. And he goes, why are you saying this? He said, well, then go find out. And he was so hurt. He went looking. And obviously that was a trick. So Ravan comes, abducts her, takes her to Sri Lanka. But don't get comfortable with this. I'm just saying that was the plot. But the pain was real. You know, Vedavati wanted to marry Vishnu. She had to be with someone who she hated anyway, Ravan. For 1 year she had to be there. Can we feel her pain? Also, Sita Mata had to be away from Lord Ram for a year. She's gone to the Agni. Can we feel her pain? And you might think, well, that's 1 year only she can handle. But guess what happens? I'll come to that later. So Hanumanji, Lord Ram and Lakshman, then they met Hanumanji. Hanumanji introduced him to Sugriv. Then they discovered where Sita was. There was a big battle. And this Ram Setu, this bridge was made, which we can see from the space. And it's established as a man-made bridge. So the story is true. And then they defeated Ravan. And then they came back. Everything seems great, doesn't it? Till one Dobiwala. His wife went to his parents. Huh? She went to her parents just for the night. When she came next day, and the husband says, you go away, go back to your father. And all that. Why did you stay away from the house? He goes, I'm not like Lord Ram, that his wife is away for 1 year, and I'll accept you back. Can you see in Ayodhya somebody says that? So other people who heard it were shocked, saying, how dare you doubt Sita Mata? But then Lord Ram heard about it. And then Lord Ram decided, this public does not trust my wife, Sita Mata. And Sita Mata was pregnant. And ladies know that when somebody is pregnant, the environment should be very friendly. If it's stressful, kasht ho, klesh ho, garbhavati ho koi, to wo the santan pe, it affects the child. They've seen it now. That's why when somebody is pregnant, they really looked after well, should be. So Lord Ram realized they are doubting her and that's going to trouble her. It's best that she goes to a holy place. And Valmiki was the one, So told Lakshman. And Sita Mata had told Lord Ram, I'm pregnant, I would like to visit various ashrams. And they had planned it, they'll go to ashram. But Lord Ram didn't even open the door when he decided she should go. And Lakshman took her saying, oh, Lord Ram will come later. I go, okay, let's go. So they went and he left her in the forest. Can you feel her pain? Because I want to feel, look at this, she's a Rani, she's queen, she's had enough challenges at Lanka, and now the husband, because to please the Janta, he's saying, well, he doesn't tell her, only told Lakshman, can you do that for me? And she goes to, then Valmiki ji comes, who's writing the Ramayana. Actually, somebody says it shouldn't be Ramayana, it should be Sitayan, because it's Sita's story. She had to leave. There was no Ravan involved. When Ravan took her, the whole army went and fought him. Now it's just an accusation by a Dobi. But the Lord is he remembers, because when he came as Krishna, this Dobi, the washerman, was in Mathura. And Lord Krishna went to him and says, give me these clothes. He goes, these belong to the king, Kans. He said, give me the clothes. No, I'm not going to give it to you. So Krishna just chopped him or hit him on the head, he went into the ground. So that was the Dobi, the washerman who doubted. And Krishna equalized that in Krishna Avatar. So anyway, so then Sita Mata is in that Valmiki ashram. She's pregnant, Lord Ram knows it, Lakshman knows it, Sachinanda Nitai Chand ki. And she is, going to give birth. She's going to give birth, and she's hoping that maybe somebody from Ayodhya would pass by from here, because it'll be nice that the newly born are blessed by somebody from Ayodhya. And that time Shatrughan has been told to go to Mathura because there was a demon to be killed there. So Shatrughan was passing by. He went to Valmiki Ashram. Jab Shatrughan ji aaye, at that time he was able to see the newly born and he blessed them. But Lord Ram didn't realize that who Love and Kush were. So when they grew up, Valmiki ji taught them arts, skills, weaponry, everything. And there's a lot of details there. But then Lord Ram invited Love and Kush to his palace. And then it's Love and Kush who are singing the Ramayana. So this Valmiki Ramayana is Love and Kush. They're telling the story of Lord Ram to everyone. And at the end, Love and Kush say that Sita Mata is our mother and Lord Ram is our father. And everybody was shocked. Oh my God, they're Lord Ram's children. And they said to people, but you doubted our mother. And all the heads was, hung in shame. So please, when you're doubting someone, don't immediately condemn someone. Triskar karna kisi ka. Don't condemn them straight away. Try to understand the situation. These days people are so intolerant. Whenever they judge people so quickly, and they shoot them down. And that's how we distance ourselves. Never mind about forgiving, we don't even understand people first. Forgiving if somebody's done wrong. किसने गलती कर दी बोलता चलो क्षमा कर दिया. पर आपको तो पहले समझ ही नहीं पड़ी कि क्या situation है. पहले ही condemn कर दिया. वो तो ऐसा है. Like that. How are you going to be, well-wisher of anyone? So, afterwards, Lord Ram realized they are his children. Because they looked very, very beautiful and Lord Ram had attachment for them. And then Sita Mata came and realized, I've now delivered Lord Ram's 2 children. And then she came, didn't go into Ayodhya, and prayed to Mother Earth that if I am chaste, if मैं जो शुद्ध हूँ, please open up and take me back. So the earth opened and she went in. And Lord Ram got really angry because he's seen now it's a happy ending. But that's how it ended. Sita Mata came from the earth and went into the earth. Now, see what life she had is tragedy, 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 tragedy. And I see this in households now. People are getting married. There's so much misunderstanding, so much mistrust, divorces and everything. And I don't think we understand what love is. I don't think we understand what sacrifice is. I don't think we understand what trust is. You know why we don't understand all that? We don't know what our goal is. हमें पता नहीं हमारा जीवन का सार क्या है. But if you make, dharma your life, you make the Lord as your goal to love Him, then you will tolerate whatever difficulties we have. ठीक है ना? Suppose you're going to London. And you're driving on the motorway. Tell me, when you're driving on the motorway, if you have the steering wheel in your hand, are you going to look left and right all the time, like what the trees are like and what's happening around there? Where do you look? Ahead, like that. So you have a goal. Similarly, in your life, आपके जीवन में आप तभी गाड़ी चलेगी, आपको पता कहाँ जाना है, किस लिए जा रहा हूँ मैं. So भगवान को अपना बना लो. When you make that goal, then on the way what goes on, you recognize it, but you don't mess around with it. You don't waste your time with it. You get the point? But if you don't have a goal, आपके जीवन में तो वो goal है, अरे जी पैसा हो जाए, एक मकान लिया, दूसरा लेंगे, तीसरा, one house, then second, then third, one car, then 2 cars, 3 cars. You have so many goals. And you get bewildered. The other day Maharaj came and said, Maharaj, would you give a shiksha from Prahlad Maharaj's? He goes, there's so many shlokas, can you tell me which one? Maharaj asked me. He said, otherwise I'll be like a donkey. In front of donkey, if you put 2 haystacks, वो खाते हैं ना जो donkey, 2 stack रखो दोगे ना, he'll die hungry. He didn't know which one to eat. You have to give one goal. So, we in our life, money, fame, izzat, respect, all this. We're chasing those values, isn't it? Naturally. Because of our ahankar, ego. Our ego says, I am the Lord. That's Hiranyakashipu. Everybody should respect me. Amanena mandena kirtina sadahari. We should give respect without expecting anything. Have this thing. When you meet someone, just say Hari Bol first. Okay, ready? Let's play a little bit. I'm just going to walk in. Let's see who says Hari Bol first. I've just walked in. I walked in. Very good. I was slow. Okay, I apologize. I was slow. Now we do it again. Take two. Come in. Hari Bol. I slightly got in front. Can you see the enthusiasm and the smile? How about this one? You go to a wedding and you know many people and you're dressed up well and you make your appearance. You want to know how many people look at you and say, that's a nice suit you're wearing or whatever like that. Isn't that what happens? And then you dress up, but nobody says hello to you or greet you. It spoils the whole wedding, doesn't it? It's not about who's getting married. It's like, Yaro, do you see the guests? They're not even friendly at all. Nobody talked to me or anything like that. Yeah. So this greeting alone tells you that you are interested in people. That's why in the Vaishnav community, whenever they meet each other, they don't just say Haribol, they bow to each other. So everybody bow, just as mentally, just say, Vanchakalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavnebhyo Vaishnavyo namo. When you bow like that, ahankar kahan reh gaya? There's no ego. But when you're like Hiranyakashipu, that I should be respected and everything, this I and mine. I is ahankar, mine is even bigger ahankar. I have got a car, I've got this. If you took all those things away, your I will go, meow, meow. That's why you want to have many houses, so your personality grows bigger. It means you don't have faith in yourself. Sadhu San, when Alexander the Great came to Punjab, he came over there, and he was on a horse. He had the army there. There were a few Naga sadhus, naked sadhus. And he thought, I've just been through Persia, Iraq, Persia, all these places, empires and everything. I've come to Bharat, which all talk about, and they're naked. And he was curious, and he goes, who are they? So whoever was with him, they could speak Hindi, or not Hindi at that time, but Sanskrit maybe or something. And Kim, who are you? And they said, who's asking? He said, Alexander the Great, the conqueror. And they start to laugh. They start to laugh. Because when they say Alexander the Great, the conqueror, Alexander's chatti itni badi hogi, it's like Alexander the Great. And they start to laugh immediately. So why are they laughing? Because everybody hears my name, they get scared. So tell him, why are you laughing? He says, this man can't conquer his senses. How can he conquer the world? Start to laugh more. And Alexander knew that he didn't have control over his senses. Indriya tripti ke piche jo lage rehte nashe, the vishaya, so they know it. And that shook him, that somebody whose culture, which is naked, they were able to expose him, saying, you're not a conqueror. From then he went back to from Bharat, he went back and he died on the way. Didn't even make it to Greece. And we still talk about Alexander the Great, but the greater were these sadhus. So these sadhus, they don't want a house, they don't want a car, they don't want followers. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadish kamai, mam janmani janmaneshwari, bhavtar bhaktir, ahitu kitvai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I don't want followers. Dhanam, I don't want any money, anything. I don't want followers and women, all this kind of thing. I want birth after birth. I'm your devotee. See, beautiful. So that way you invest in yourself. You're not investing in a car so you look better. Invest in a house, you look better. In followers, and then you look better. You feel better saying, Das Anudas, I'm servant. What can I do for you? Can you see that confidence? Because you're going to serve. But when you want others to serve, either you pay them or you request, can you help me a little bit, please? All the time begging, can you do that? So please, in life, have that confidence. I am Das. Jiva Rasrup Hoya. Nitya Krishna Das? Or is it Krishna Nitya Das? I think it's Nitya Krishna Das. So become servant of the Supreme. And once you are working for someone who's the Supreme Lord, then there's no fear. Who demonstrated that? Prahlad Maharaj. 5-year-old boy. He knew, I'm servant of Sriman Narayan. So even his father was threatening him. And you'll see on Thursday, they're doing a drama. They said, where is this Lord of yours? Because his father got scared, saying, I have done all the austerities that I don't die, but this 5-year-old boy is not afraid at all of me. All the demigods are afraid. Sab kaam rahe. 5 saal ka dhar nahi raha. What's his secret? Told him, what is your secret? He says, the Supreme Lord. So, is that your Shakti? He goes, no, he's your Shakti as well. Whatever you're experiencing is because of him. He could see that anybody who has Shakti is because of the Supreme Lord. Challenged him. He said, where is he? Well, he's everywhere. Prahlad Maharaj didn't know Nrsingha there before. He knew Narayan. So don't think he knew that half lion and half man. And suddenly, Hiranyakashipu says, okay, so is he in this pillar? He goes, he's in the pillar. He attacked the pillar. And guess who came out of the pillar? There was a roar like that. And everybody looked. Prahlad Maharaj just stood there because, he's a devotee. He knows he can't challenge the Lord. Okay, that was good. And then, are you all right now? It was able. I thought somebody else was doing it. So what happened? Lord Nrsingha, there was size of that deity. See the deity on there? And suddenly, it's okay. When I said Nrsingha, she said, so then, Nrsingha became so big, huge, and guess what? Hiranyakashipu was so egoistic, he still believed he can defeat Lord Nrsingha. He just attacked Nrsingha. When I read that, I always laugh. He actually attacked Nrsingha, Hiranyakashipu. And then the Lord actually came to this material world to fight. Because he was thinking, I need a little bit of drama. And guess who he sent? His servants, Jay and Vijay. Because he knew they are qualified. Because ordinary men, they won't be able to handle me. Never mind ordinary men, even the demigods were scared of Nrsingha. But Hiranyakashipu just wanted to give Krishna service, devotional service. He actually went for him. And then there was a fight. At one point, Lord Nrsingha actually lost him. And all the demigods thought, oh my God, Hiranyakashipu is now going to kill Nrsingha. They didn't have faith. And then what happened? He wasn't inside the palace. So he had told Brahma, I shouldn't die inside. So he wasn't there. He wasn't outside. So he says, shouldn't kill me outside. He was in the middle. Patio, you want to call it, or something like that, in the air. He said, not on the ground. So he wasn't on the ground, not in the air. So he was on Hiranyakashipu's lap. And it shouldn't be day or night. So it was evening time. It should be no weapon. There was no weapon. Nrsingha, they had nails. And it shouldn't be live, it shouldn't be dead. See the nails? This part is live, this part is dead. So that became, within a second, and threw the body. Took his intestines, put him around like a garland. And he got so angry that my devotee was challenged. Like that, so angry. Brahmaji went like that, said few words. Brahmaji went back. Then others tried, they all came. Then they brought Lakshmi Mata. Lakshmi ji, because sometimes when Dharmapatni comes, the husband goes quiet. What can he do? She feeds him. There's a story, one Maharaj said, he goes, this policeman at home, he would dress up as a policeman, come outside his house, and then he would turn his moustache, like a handlebar, and chest out and go to do work. Everybody is scared of that policeman. And when he'll come in the evening, stand by the door, he'll lower his moustache down and go and say, "Main aa gaya hu." I've come back. So everybody's scared of the policeman, but he's scared of the wife. But Lakshmi Mata saw, she said, I've never seen him this angry. And she went away. They looked at everybody else. Sabki aur dekha. If you think your ego is big, you want to see the Lord's ego. He was angry. Nobody could pacify him. Then Brahmaji realized it's because of Prahlad Maharaj that his father was cruel to him, that he's getting angry. Let's send Prahlad Maharaj. So he went to Prahladji. Can you approach the Lord and calm him down? 5-year-old boy just goes with the garland, bows down, because he's always looking at his feet. Didn't even look up that he's got lion's face there. And then he gave the garland to him. And immediately, Lord Nrsingha went, oh, everybody's scared of me, but this little boy isn't. And he took the garland, he picked him up, sat him on his lap. And you know what? Prahlad Maharaj looked at him like, oh, it's the Lord. Can you imagine the feeling of a boy who's been saying the Lord's name all the time, and now the Lord has got him in there? Guess what Narayan thought of that time, Nrsingha Dev? He said, I would love to have a father and a mother as well, because what I see in his eyes is so much love that, look, this is my Supreme Father. I would like to be, a son as well. So next avatar is Vamandev. So when Vamandev was born to Aditi and Kashyap, and he became a little dwarf. After that, Parshuram, Jamdagni, and Renuka, and then it was, Dashrath and Kaushalya, and then, Nanda Baba and Yashoda and Devki. Can you see he just had mother and father? Prahlad Maharaj is the one who inspired this, this I should be looked after. That's called Vatsalya Bhav. So can we give a big round of applause to Prahlad Maharaj? That somebody was so angry, and it says in Bhagavatam, those who speak the glories of Prahlad Maharaj and the Lord, their lives get purified. He didn't just say my glories, even Prahlad Maharaj's glory. So that's why I wanted to share with you today. And guess what? Lord Nrsingha, they came from where? A pillar, right? Where did Sita Mata come from? The earth. Can you see how divine this is? You can't go by logic. When you're talking about the Lord, no good using your human logic. We are used to, the birth, we know it and all that. But look at this divinity. From a pillar, another one from Mother Earth, like that. And she went back in there. But as Krishna, he's got Vasudeva and Devki, and Nanda Baba and all that. So we are looking at, even the Lord wants to be loved. And I'll share something. I know we are running late, but it's bank holiday tomorrow. I'm taking advantage of it. Okay. Do you know what's so special? What you don't have in Golok, what you have in Bharat or in this material world? When Krishna comes, there's something he can't do in Golok, but he does it here in this material world. Anybody wants to have a guess? Hanji? Huh? Okay, that's a good one. He takes birth here. In Golok is always there because he's the original. उनका जन्म होता है यहाँ, सो गोलोक में नहीं होता है, वहां तो है ही वो, इनका जन्म होता है. So he's able to play like a little child. Otherwise his Navyovan is always like that. And another thing which he doesn't do anywhere else, in Golok. What other thing he did here? Anybody else? Chori. Okay, so Makhan Chor, he steals there. Chori kar leta hai. It's very good. Anything else? Killing the demons. But he doesn't kill the demon. Vasudev kills the demons. Krishna plays the flute and steals butter. But he experiences that this happens. So you're right, yeah. So that's very good. Round of applause for all these points. Yeah, you're with it. What else? What else? Hanji? Ras always happens in Golok. Always happens in Golok. Golok to ras hi hoti hai wahan. Yeah, nobody's interested in Bhagavad Gita over there. They're with the Lord. You're right though, huh? Yes, Mother-in-law, Vatsalya. Yes, that's good. So we said he's born and he was stubborn, he wanted things from mother and all. And Golok, he doesn't need to, So that's what he does. But I'll tell you one thing. Haji? Sakhas they have over there. Sakhas they have. Because loads of demons we covered. Yeah, common demon. Okay, I'll tell you, these are all there, but the one is here. In Golok, you know, there is no Akrura, you know, separating them. They're always together, right? But there is this impression that Akrura is going to take Krishna away. So Gopi is always fearing it, that Krishna will go away from us. So it's like, but it's only for the day, and next day again they're with him. That's one. But the one thing, it doesn't happen over there, is, now, it's a little technical, stay with me. In the spiritual world, there is also Ayodhya Lok, where Lord Ram stays eternally. There's also Nrsingha Dev Lok. There's Vaman Dev Lok. All these lokas are there. So the avatar comes from there. There's Dwarka in Vaikunt, okay, Dwarka. And then there's Mathura Lok. And then there's Vrajmandal, okay. So over there, the Dwarka Vasis stay with Dwarka, and Golok Vasis they stay there. When the Leela happens here, in Kurukshetra, this is what really got me the other day. I was doing meditation, this came. When Akrura takes Krishna away, Yashodama is feeling pain. You see? Radharani is feeling pain. How painful would that be? Yeah, we can all feel the pain. So when Radharani will meet Krishna again, there'll be joy, won't it? Yes? Everybody should think they should. But guess what? When she met Krishna again, it was more painful than the Viyog. It's more painful than Viyog. Why? In Kurukshetra, what did she see? Kurukshetra mein kya dekha unhone? Krishna is with 16,108 wives. Somebody used to love, when he goes away, you're thinking he'll come back one day and things will be normal again. But when you see him at Kurukshetra, he's with 16,108 wives. Is he going to come back? So isn't that meeting more painful than even the Viyog? That I realized the other day, and I thought, oh my God, that never happens in Golok. Golok mein to Golok Vasis are in staying Golok, Dwarka Vasis in Dwarka. But here on earth, the Dwarka Vasis and Golok Vasis meet in Kurukshetra. Are you with me, what I'm saying? Can you see her pain, saying, oh my God, I'm meeting Krishna, but look at all these queens and his army, and he has no wearing turban, it's a crown, and he looks like, so where is my Krishna? That's where he says, I'm the same Radharani, you're the same Krishna, but this is not Vrindavan. And guess, she called him, hey Dwarkadish. And it pained Krishna so much that she called me Dwarkadish, not Gopal or Krishna. Dwarkadish means you belong to them. That hurt him. And then you know Jagannath Baldev Subhadra is Dwarkadish. That face of Jagannath Ji is shock. Like, oh my God, the Brajbasis are missing me like anything. Yes? And I'm thinking whether to say more or not. Let me think. Anyway, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's he? Who's combination of? Radha Krishna Milan. है ना? कौन सी राधा कृष्ण मिलन? Kurukshetra mein. Now just see I want you to feel the pain. Because Jagannath Ji is called Pida Naresh. Means he's the king of pain. He feels your pain. You see? Look at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's Radharani at Kurukshetra. She just seen Krishna. He's got 16,108 wives. He's feeling this, although I'm meeting him, this is destroying me. ठीक है ना? Feel that pain. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also Krishna. He just seen Radharani and thinking, she must be feeling that I've now with these queens. He's feeling her pain. Because after that, he started to say Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Even the queens said, he's just saying Radhe, Radhe all the time. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the pain of Radharani and pain of Krishna as well. And when he's in Gambira Mandir is when you go to Jagannath Puri, there's Gambira. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting there. And at night time, he used to have so much pain, he would rub his face against the wall and he would bleed. bleed. And people just think, why is he doing that? That's called Mahabhav. He's feeling Mahabhav both of Radharani and of Krishna. Two of them combined. That is how grave Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pain is. So some of you might not be Rasiks or into this, but I am quite a lot into it. But the other day, I realized, we just say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cried and all that, but just realize he come to experience this pain because he would not experience this pain in Golok because Dwarka and Golok don't meet. Dwarkadish is always there and Radharani is there. That's Vasudev. So it's quite technical. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could feel both the pain. He came to experience that. And can we now appreciate that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the one who's going to give you this yog and vyog. He'll make you realize you must meet Krishna. And he'll also give you this thing when Krishna is not there, how much painful it is. Not the one in Vrindavan when Akrura took him, the one in Kurukshetra when she realized he's Dwarkadish now. And she came back to Vrindavan, then she nearly died. Rather than hoga, abhi main apna jeevan khatam kar denge. So much in Pida. And there, Dwarka, he goes to Dwarka Krishna saying, I want to be with Radharani. Can you see the two pains? They come together at that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Gambhira, in Mahabhav. Nityanand Prabhu is Balram. Balram was there in Vrindavan, Balram was there in Mathura, Balram was there in Dwarka. He did not experience this Vyog. But he knew that Krishna would do that. So when Nityanand Prabhu came, he waited in Vrindavan till Chaitanya Mahaprabhu matured, and from scholar he became a bhakta. He knew now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is ready to deliver the highest love, this pain of separation. Because when you love someone, that's when you get tested. That's why I've talked about these divorces and all that. It means you never loved someone. If you divorce so easily, you never loved someone. It was for things. It was for your perspective and all that. But here is someone, they are separated and they're feeling the pain. So Nityanand Prabhu knew that it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's Radha Krishna Milan. Not about the love, it's about this pain at Kurukshetra. And in Kurukshetra, there's a tree there, still there, where Radha Krishna met. And it's the highest Tirathsthan. Hardly anybody knows. It's by the Brahmakund. You have to ask them. And there's Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mandir as well. So you see Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, that's Pida. They're feeling your pain. Why are you wasting your life uselessly, talking about money, this, then the other? Relate to me. And that's why Jagannath Ji once a year comes out, rath yatra. Yes? To distribute this love to everyone so they all get benefited. Do you like that? Did you all get it? Did you feel the depth? Sita Mata felt that pain. Jahnavi Mata, right? She felt the same. She's Nityanand Prabhu's Dharmapatni. Nityanand Prabhu left. Jahnavi is there. Then she became the one, he got all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas together. This Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadasha Sivasadi Gauru Bhaktivinoda, Jahnavi Mata created that with Narottam Das Thakur. So it was her appearance as well. So we run out of time, so I won't go into that. But thank you for listening. Today, I was thinking, what do I say? Because when you have feelings in your heart, then the words can't really describe it. And you feel insecure thinking, will I be able to transmit, this expression to others? Because, if you keep on doing bhakti, you'll realize you're going through different levels of love, in your thing. Bhakti is not a one-stop thing. Now I'm a bhakta. I'm not a bhakta, now I'm a bhakta. So, no, it's a progression. There is so much sneh, asakti, prem, kitna kuch, mahabhav, big, there's a long list. We haven't even gone to nishtha. Nishtha means, this is it. I'm going to love the Lord, determined. And even if you have desires, or no desires, or you want moksha, you still should go for Krishna. Still. And that's called, sattvic bhakti. Even if you have desires. Don't worry about if you got desires. Still just go to Krishna. Don't go to other demigods and whatever. Just go to Krishna. So even if you have desires, don't feel guilty about it. But ask Krishna, give me a house. give me a wife, give me children, give me a job. Still go to Krishna. And you know what? He'll give you his lotus feet. And once you got his lotus feet, it's like, give me 1,000. Somebody gives you 1 million. It's like, oh my God, I only asked for 1,000. I got 1 million. So when Krishna gives you lotus feet, all your desires is just about Krishna then. So it's a big topic. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a good bank holiday. And whatever I've just said, it's in the scriptures, in different scriptures. So I'm able to, like a cook, get different spices and cook it. But today I wanted you to just realize, we all talk about Lord Ram, but behind every powerful man, there's a powerful lady behind them. Can we both appreciate the male and the female of the society, respect everyone equally, and the children? And please, they're all living entities, and I think in our community, we should respect even children and Buzurg. So what I'm going to do is, can the Mataji in the back row stand up, please? Khade ho jaye. Jara de baithe rehna. So, Mrs. Roy, Abhi, Ba, uto. Is there somebody else? Yeah, Arun man. Khade ho jao, ek minute. Khade ho jana. No. Very good. Okay, sabhi ho gaya na? These are the mothers who gave births and they raise people like you and I. Give them a big round of applause. Sita Mata ki jai. And really, this, I mean it from my heart. So, Baba Dhanyawad Aapka. They have made loads of sacrifice and the wives get ignored. Like, oh, Janami diya kya hai? Arey, man, even sadhus and sons, they came from a woman. You know, so we do respect you. Thank you very much. Hame Ashirwad dijiye aap sabhi. Jai Sri Radhe. Chalo. Okay, thank you very much. So if you I'd like to stand up now and we'll do Aarti. Thank you for listening. Jai Ho. Le jayenge? Yes. Okay. Okay, now can I stand up? It's going to be. Yeah. Okay, and Jai Radhe Singh. Jai Radhe.
You can sing.
Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita. Slower. Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita. Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita, Jaya Goranita. Aroti ka shobha janavi tatavane jagamanalobha janavi tatavane jagamanalobha
च वामे गदाधर
मधुर 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 बाजे शंख
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने
नमो विष्णुपदाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद एवरीबॉडी सिंग हरि बोल बोलो बोलो
प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम राम
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Bolo Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare Gaura 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 Hare
Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare Gaura Gaura
Gaura Gaura Gaura Hare
Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare Gaura 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 Hare
Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gauranga Jai Nitai Gaurango
Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga
Nitai 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 Gaurango Nitai 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 Gaurango
Nitai 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 Gauranga Nitai 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 Gauranga
Nitai 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 Gaurango Nitai 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 Gaurango
Nitai 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 Gaurango
Nitai 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 Gauranga
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hari Haraye Namah Krishna Yadavaye Namah
Hare Namah Krishna Yadavaye Namah
Hari Haraye Namah Krishna Yadavaye Namah
Hare Hare Namah Krishna Yadavaye Namah
Jadavayo Madhavayo Keshavaya Namah
Jadavayo Madhavayo
Keshavaya Namah
Jadavayo Madhavayo Keshavaya Namah
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah
Bolo Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sudam
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 Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mahan
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mahan
Bolo Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mahan
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mahan
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita
Bolo Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Sita
Hare Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita
Hari Guru Vaishnava
Bhagavata Gita
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hari Bol. Jagannath Swami ki
जगन्नाथो स्वामी नयन पथगामी भव तुमे
Jagannath Swami Nayana Pathagami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu me.
चलो चंद्र
Jai Jagannath.
नीला चलो माधवो प्यारे जगन्नाथ
नीलाचल चंद्र स्वामी जगन्नाथ नीलाचल माधव प्यारे जगन्नाथ.
जय जगन्नाथ
जय मणिवा.
जय श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ
जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ, जय श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ.
जय मणिवा.
जय श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ
जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ, जय श्याम सुंदर प्यारे जगन्नाथ.
जय बलदेव
दाऊजी.
जय सुभद्रा
जय हो महारानी.
जय सुभद्रा
जय हो बलदेव जय हो सुभद्रा, जय हो बलदेव जय हो सुभद्रा.
जय सुभद्रा जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा
जय हो बलदेव जय हो सुभद्रा, जय हो बलदेव जय हो सुभद्रा.
जय साथिना
गौरा.
हरे विष्णु प्रिया गानोधन जय बिहारी
जय हो सचिनंदन
गौरा हरे,
विष्णु प्रिय प्राण धन नदी बिहारी.
गौरा गौरा
गौरा का.
हरे पतित पावन गौरा हरे
गौरा गौरा
गौरा हरे पतित पावन गौरा हरे.
जय निताय चांद जय निताय चांद जय निताय चांद चक्रधाम
जय हो निताय चांद
जय हो निताचार
जय हो निताय चांद चक्रधाम.
जय राधा माधव राधे
जय हो राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे.
जय राधा रमण राधे
जय हो
राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे.
जय गिरिराज महाराज
जय हो.
गिरिराज महाराज
जय हो.
जय गिरिराज महाराज
जय हो गिरिराज महाराज गिरिराज महाराज जय हो गिरिराज महाराज
श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन जय श्री मधुसूदन
जय हो श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन श्री मधुसूदन जय हो श्री मधुसूदन
मानिमा
जय हो
मानिमा जय मानिमा
जय हो मानिमा
मानिमा मानिमा जय हो मानिमा जय हो सुदर्शन 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 जय हो सुदर्शन
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे
सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
ओ रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
रघुनंदन राघव राम हरे सिया राम हरे सीता राम हरे
सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
सिया राम
हरे सिया राम हरे
सिया राम हरे सीता राम हरे
सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे
सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सिया राम हरे सीता राम हरे
ओ श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
ओ श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम
जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम
This is bank holiday treat.
बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
जय जय वृंदावन
जय जय वृंदावन
चारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
मेरो वृंदावन
मेरो वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो रे वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
मेरो वृंदावन
मेरो वृंदावन
नीको वृंदावन
नीको वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
आहा वृंदावन
आहा वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
वृंदावन वृंदावन वृंदावन चलो चलो रे
वृंदावन 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 चलो रे
वृंदावन 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 चलो रे
वृंदावन 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 चलो रे
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 चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
नीको वृंदावन
नीको वृंदावन
प्यारो जी वृंदावन
प्यारो जी वृंदावन
नीको जी वृंदावन
नीको जी वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
मेरो वृंदावन
मेरो वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
मेरो जी वृंदावन
चलो 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 जी वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
हारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
नीको वृंदावन
नीको वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
प्यारो वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
मेरो वृंदावन
नीको वृंदावन चलो जी वृंदावन चलो जी वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
हाँ हाँ वृंदावन हाँ हाँ वृंदावन हाँ हाँ वृंदावन
चलो जी वृंदावन
राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे जय 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 राधे राधे
राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
ओ राधा रानी की जय ओ महारानी की जय
राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
ओ राधा रानी की जय ओ महारानी की जय
बोलो वृंदावन वाली की जय जय जय
ओ बोलो बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय
बोलो बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय
ओ बोलो बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय
राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
ओ राधा रानी की जय ओ महारानी की जय
राधे राधे बोलो बरसाना में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो बरसाना में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो
जय श्री राधे
वृंदावन में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो वृंदावन में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो कॉवेंट्री 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 में डोलो गोपाल ब्रजमन श्री राधे
गोपाल ब्रजमन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल
श्री राधे श्री राधे गोपाल राधे
ओ श्री राधे गोपाल राधे
श्री राधे गोविंद राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल राधे
जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
पावन राधे पावन श्याम पावन श्री वृंदावन धाम
पावन राधे पावन श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
जय गोविंदा जय गोपाल केशव माधव दीन दयाल
हो जय गोविंद जय गोपाल जय राधे गोपाल
दीन दयाल प्रभु
दीन
दयाल प्रभु मदन गोपाल
हो दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल प्रभु मदन गोपाल
श्याम सुंदर कन्हैया लाल गिरिवरधारी नंद दुलाल
श्याम सुंदर कन्हैयालाल गिरिवरधारी नंद दुलाल प्रभु नंद दुलाल प्रभु मदन गोपाल
नहीं अभी बहुत लेट हो गए पिज्जा टाइम हो रहा है राधे राधे
राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे राधे
राधे राधे
बोलो राधे राधे
राधे राधे
श्री राधे राधे बोलो राधे राधे श्री राधे 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 श्री राधे 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद
जय प्रभुपाद 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 श्रील प्रभुपाद
जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव
जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव
निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौर
हरि बोल
निताय गौर
हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि
बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी सागर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गुरु परंपरा की जय। शरण गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्री श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव राधा रमन भगवान की जय। रविवार सत्संग की जय। इस्कॉन कॉवेंट्री की जय। परम आराध्य पतित पावन शीला गुरु महाराज की जय। सीता माता आविर्भाव तिथि महोत्सव की जय हो। जाह्नवी माता आविर्भाव तिथि महोत्सव की जय हो। गौर ब्रह्मानंदे। All glories to the Supreme devotees. All glories to the Supreme devotees. All glories to the Supreme devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj ki jai ho.
No, first class. Acha, so now we're going to do Nrsingha, their prayers. Anybody needs any help, they are not well or whatever, please think of them because we have a list, but we're running a little late. So where's the little girl? Is it Radhika? She's coming. Where is Gorangi? Gorangi, you come as well. So you have this one.
Together.
You share that.
Together you have to
come,
share,
you
okay?
share these two. So are they ready? Let her start.
Okay, start.
And then you follow
Namaste.
because she knows some of it.
Start.
Be a teacher.
Start then.
There we go. Start.
Start. You're going to start. Namaste. You start first.
Namaste Nrsingha. Namaste Nrsingha. La da da.